Good evening, everybody. Sorry about the delay there. I'm not be able to scroll up to my where I've released the video to do the intro, so that's why there's no intro. Don't want to let me do that. I was working fine just then, and my little thing to scroll up's disappeared. Right, welcome to Weatherfans Live here on Sunday, the 12th of April 26. I hope you're all well on this Sunday evening. I'll have to try and find what's happened with that. So I'm going to go straight into the comments. The first person this evening was Laura. Hope you're doing well. I'd lightning west to my west today, but failed to reach me. I did have a good house show just before 1 p.m. Yeah, they're not very long lived. It's what we call pulse storms. They just go as quick as they blow up, to be honest. Like a few strike wonders, and that's it. There's been quite a few of them around today. Good evening to Trust Zone Dog Training. Hope you are well. And good evening to Suit. Hope you are good, my friend. Good evening to Audio Coffee. Good evening to our mod pool, James. Hope you're well. And also good evening to our other mod, James, as well. Paul James has a few light showers where he is. And there was a storm that skipped past me when I was sad. Still very early in the season yet. Still time for all that. Let me see if I can. No, it's not even letting me scroll down. Okay, that's weird. It's not letting me get into my media. I'll have to look back at that later on after the live. It's not even let me move anything at all. Does it let me change that? No, it's not even let me change anything at all on that specific page. Oh, well, let's carry on the live. There's a couple of things this evening. Firstly, this is the last live on a Sunday. Due to what I mentioned a few weeks ago, my hours are changing, and because now I'll be starting earlier, it's just going to be too much for me to do a live on a Sunday, then get up about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning for work next day. So what's happening? The live is now going to be changing to a different date. And as from next week, lives will now be on a Saturday from 8 p.m. So we're changing from a Sunday to a Saturday for the lives. So if you can't join me, don't worry, you can watch on playback. We'll be on our YouTube channel. So, yep, from next weekend, we're now live on a Saturday from 8 p.m. If it saves you hassle, shorten it to Trust or Zoe. But I won't remember that name without coming up. I'll try to remember that. Trust Zone. What's Stormy up to this evening? Being a good pussycat. She's currently just over towards my left on top of the cabinet, fast asleep. But for change, she's not causing mayhem right now. Are you? Almost panic at that cliffhanger. I was like, what? That pause. Oh, you got to make it dramatic, haven't you? There'll always be Weatherfans around. It was good, wasn't it, really, that pause? That still works out better. Works out for me. That's good. Mostly okay for me. No worries. If you can't make it, hopefully my dinner won't have a ride. Oh, I mean now, I'm guessing. Saturdays work fine for me. I don't go out at weekends at all. I think you get to a certain age, like 30, then going out on a weekend becomes less and less, doesn't it? Yeah, panic diverted. That stays good. Yeah, so I still want to do the lives. I thought when I'm got work the next morning, because I'll be starting from 6 o'clock from next week, it's just going to be too much. Like finishing the lives, then having about a few hours sleep. It's just going to be too tiring. At 9 p.m. is the new midnight. But so very true. You was a weekend go outer.
Every night.
Coming out at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, back in your early youth days.
Oh.
Now you work at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning instead of going to bed at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. Let's put it this way: I've seen the locals. The answer is nope. Which locals is that? Oh, speaking of, I don't know. I'm not speaking of anything yet. One thing StreamYard does do, they do actually update their systems quite a lot. But a new feature, which I'm just going to trial out tonight. So it's actually now including polls into the live. So if I click onto that, we can sort of give this a bit of a tester. Let's put that down the bottom right-hand corner there. It's the first time we used it. Just a quick test on this. So which do you prefer, winter weather or summer weather? So hopefully you might be able to, don't know how you vote. I don't know if you click on the screen. I have no idea. But let's give that a test. Something we could perhaps use in future lives, especially on storm chasing days. So yeah, just give that a try, see how that works out, and well, when these things pop up, worth trying. We'll maybe use them in the future lives. So let's leave that down there for a while, and I'll start the poll a bit later on. Went all Cornish then for some reason. My village has now introduced seasonal events. Oh, for the Saturday lives. Well, that settles that. Someone can do one. So it's just needed trial one to see how it works out. Would that be better there, or would that be better? So I could change that. I could put them to the top left-hand corner. No, knock that down. Let's put it in the top right corner out of the way. So far, we've got 6 votes and 83% of you going for winter weather. That doesn't come up on the screen. That gives me how many people have voted. Doesn't show that in the top right corner now. Very interesting. Tonight, the usual. Let's have a quick look at our UK weather. But things are starting to ramp up across the pond. There's severe weather for the next few days, but we'll take a look at that shortly. Claire's at her suit bucking a trend. Of course, it's suit against the weather. Bless him. I don't mind some as long as it's not too hot. Mid-20s is enough for me. But one thing I do hate is the warm nights during the summer when you can't sleep. Ooh, my light detector's gone off. Hello. Just check that out a second because that's quite close to me. Let me just see where that last light detector was. There we go. just bear me a second. Let me just check out. There might be a thunderstorm near my house. Just bear me 1 second. Let's put some back. I can't put background music because it's all turned up. Just bear me a second. Let me just see if I've got a thunderstorm nearby. Right, sorry about that, guys. I think it's in my blind spot. Of course, it would be, wouldn't it? Oh well. Let's get back into position. So yeah, it's just a cell that's just to the southwest of me. I'm not got visual because of course it's in my blind spot. And my prediction for this year, 43.67. What was our predictions for the temperatures? So that's the team's prediction for the maximum temperatures for this year. So Liz went for 42, I went for 38.6, and Gordon Nodrock went for 38. So we've all gone for quite high for this year. I've got a feeling it's going to be one of those years where we get a couple of days of really hot weather, then it goes. I think we're going to have one of those. I think it's going to be one of those years we get strong blasts, then they quickly go within a few days. Let's put that banner back down. Seven strikes according to Blitzung app. Yeah, it starts to fade a bit now on one of my line detectors I use. It's got that lightning towards Castle Bromwich. If that will come up on the screen without. So yeah, just northeast of Birmingham there. But unfortunately, that cell it's completely died a death anyway. So it's actually, there's that cell just to the south of me. So I did see that cell. Didn't look too much when I just looked out there. Suits on the magic water. Is it sparkling by any chance? Seeing a nice bit of lightning this morning with 2 claps of thunder and hailstones, even snow at one point. Classic April showers. Oh, yes. The April that just throws everything, including the kitchen sink, at you. You have sued. Bless you, mate. That would particularly miss the first line because you're talking about the weather online. Yeah. Definitely hoping for a better season. Right, where did we go first? Right, let's bring up the facts chart for now. So let's see what's going on this week. And to be honest with you, I've been that busy this weekend, I've not even had a chance to have a look myself, actually. So it's a bit of a surprise if you're not seeing it for me. Good evening to Steffi. Finally made it to a live stream. Well, don't come this time next week, Steffi, because if you see the banner at the bottom, the lives are changing to Saturday from next week due to my change of hours at work. I hope you're well, Steffi. End of the school. I don't know if it's the same your neck of the woods, but here it's the end of the Easter holidays, and all the kids go back tomorrow or Tuesday if they've got one of those inset days. That's that scroll down there. Right, let's have a look at the fact shots for the next few days. So currently we've got low pressure up towards the northwest of the UK. We've got these troughs coming through the UK, giving us these showers. We're in that westerly flow of the Atlantic. And what happens tomorrow? Well, we actually lose the breeze. We've got high pressure up towards near continent, up towards Scandi as well. We're in this very slack southwesterly flow. There still could be a few showers affecting perhaps some eastern areas and perhaps towards the northwest of Scotland through the day tomorrow. Excuse me. I'm not on the special water like Suit is. I'm on the special fizzy Pepsi Max. Not sponsored, obviously. Going into Tuesday, we've got low pressure out towards the southwest. And they'll start throwing up weather fronts up from the southwest. We're back into this southwesterly flow. Quite a large area of low pressure actually out towards the Atlantic. And these will bring spells of rain or showers through the UK, pushing northeastwards as we head into Wednesday. And going into Thursday as well, that'll be cleared, and we're back underneath a ridge of high pressure, which is sat towards our south. And we can maintain this southwesterly flow. The Atlantic still quite active. So when we get to Thursday, it's the case of a bit drier further south you are, wetter towards the northwest. So look at the UKV for the next few days with the rainfall. That's the temperatures. That's the rainfall. Make sure I am streaming and not doing what I did last week where I was talking about something I wasn't showing. So for the precipitation for the next few days, still plenty of showers out there right now. That ease away during the night. And heading through to tomorrow. Case of some showers across the UK. Some of these again could be on the heavy and thundery side. Then cloud starts to thicken towards the southwest with some shower rain coming up. It's not just one band coming up. We'll get quite a few coming up actually through the day during Tuesday. The more heavier bursts will be more through Wednesday. Look at some heavy rain there towards the southwest of Scotland, northeast England. And then overnight into Wednesday. And we've got a band of shower rain coming through on Wednesday. Some of these could be on the heavy side as well. And as that high pressure builds up from the south, there could be a few scattered showers. But there won't be as many around as there perhaps been, for example, for today. Heading overnight into Friday. Most places are dry away from the northwest. With the temperatures, with the UKV, let's put that through to tomorrow night because today is virtually finished. So overnight temperatures will drop. There could be frost in some places. Temperatures will be into the low single figures. The usual frost hollows. Frost hollows will be, well, frosty. Temperatures through to tomorrow, we're looking ranging from around about 7 to 8 degrees down to around about maybe 13, 14 degrees down in the southeast. Nothing like the temperature we had last week. And we pick up that southwesterly on Tuesday, so temperatures much wildly into the high single digits across the north. They may be up to about 14, 15 degrees elsewhere. Oops. Going into Wednesday, again, temperatures high single digits towards the north, and perhaps looking around about 15, 16 degrees with the fan effect across parts of Scotland. You could even reach 17, 18, maybe 19 degrees for parts of Lincolnshire. And going into Thursday as well, temperatures mostly into double figures, again reaching maybe 17, 18 degrees, perhaps Lincolnshire into Norfolk on Thursday afternoon, and we can all go as far as 3 a.m. on Friday morning. Let's have a look at the sea level pressure charts on the upper air temperatures for the next week. So we're under the about average air turns right now. The hot air is out towards the mouth at the moment. Oops. Don't behave. There we go. So low pressure up towards the north. For the next area, low pressure moves in from the west. For the middle part of this week, number one comes up towards the northwest on Friday. We've got high pressure down towards the south. So what does this do through to next weekend? High pressure starts to build a bit more towards the southeast. Another low comes in towards the northwest of the UK before sinking across the UK into days 10 before high pressure tries to build up from the southwest again. So I'm just going to take the upper airs off because it's not making it clear, is it, on there? So again, low pressure up towards the northwest, ridge of high pressure through into Tuesday before the next low gets close towards the northwest. It's a classic case there of a northwest southeast split, drier towards the southeast, wetter towards the northwest. Looking at a bit of a westerly, west to southwesterly through to the end of the week. And we'll start during the next weekend. High pressure tries to make inroads towards the UK, but gets pushed back down towards the southwest with another area of low pressure. That'll sink across the UK. Then high pressure tries to ridge in again from the southwest, but there's quite deepish low actually towards Central Europe. That'll give us a northeasterly, so perhaps cool things down again. We get another ridge of high pressure across the UK before low pressure tries to take over. So a bit of a background there between high and low through next week. So look at the see if the 6Z is in agreement with that. So again, this is from this morning's run. This seems to bring that low pressure close to the UK through the middle of the week. With another low falling on behind. So we're in a bit of a southwest southerly flow there for next weekend with high pressure. Again, I'm going a bit Cornish again. Up towards the northeast of the UK over Scandi. Spin that back a bit. Trying to be influenced by the Scandi high going into next weekend. Got these low pressures trying to move in. That sends that low down towards Bay of Biscay, and then we've got that ridge coming up from the southwest. Do they combine? Not quite. They try to, but look, gets pushed back down again with areas of low pressure towards the north. And that region comes across the UK. This time takes control of our weather through into days 11 and 12. Does it stick around or does it move away? And it seems to stick around a bit longer actually this time. So the latest run was keep it more unsettled. This latest run keeps high pressure control. Switch the winds to a southeasterly. We've got a low trying to move up from the south and about as far as we can go. So a bit of discrepancies there. What's just happened there? I don't care about your advert. Goodbye. Try if it keeps coming up with these adverts. Just put my head back into the chat. See if I've missed anyone or anything. Good evening to Anne Smith, who's joined us. Good evening all. Late again, sorry. Don't you worry. But don't come this time next week because we won't be here, because from next week we are changing the lives and to a Saturday night. So from next week, the lives will be moving to a Saturday night. There was a thunderstorm over Pocklington, about 10 miles from me this afternoon. They're getting closer, aren't they? They're getting closer. Let's see if your storm shield's up for this year. Right, let's go over to the ECM WF weekly anomaly charts. Set myself off there. So we look at these every week. These are from the ECM WF. This was done yesterday. This just gives us an average for the whole week as from the ECMWF models. This is from the 13th of April through to the 20th of April, and it has low pressure towards the northwest and high pressure over Scandi. In this flow, we've got a southwesterly. Then going through to the 20th to the 27th of April, we've got low pressure down towards the southwest. And this time we've got high pressure up towards the north. We'll bring in perhaps more of a southeasterly, maybe easterly flow with this, depending where these low pressure systems sit towards the south. The 27th through to the 4th of May still has high pressure up towards the north. Got lower pressure out towards the Azores, but a complete flip there for the NAO, that's the thing then, North Atlantic Oscillation. Bit of a brain fart there, excuse me. So a complete flip there. We've got high pressure up towards the north and low pressure over towards the Azores. Again, that'll bring more of an easterly flow there. It all depends on where those lows sit towards the southwest. And the 4th of May through to the 11th has low pressure out towards Central Europe. Perhaps we're back into a bit of a southwesterly on that. The 11th of May through to the 18th of May has low pressure south of the UK. We could be in more of a northwesterly flow with that. Then the 18th of May through to the 25th tries to extend the Azores up from, the Azores. So again, we could be still looking at a bit of a southwesterly on that setup. Same charts, but this time I'll look at the precipitation for these same 6-7 weeks. So 13th of April through to the 20th has its wet and average towards the northwest of the UK, around about average towards the southeast. And going through to the 20th of April through to the 27th, has it drier towards the north, average towards the south. The 27th through to the 4th of May has us all drier than average. The 4th of May through to the 11th, looking around about average. The 11th of May through to the 18th of May, where we have that low pressure set over the UK, looking slightly wetter than average. And finally, the 18th to the 18th to the 25th of May, we're looking around average. And finally, the 2-meter temperatures for the same time has us much warmer than average for this coming week, for the 13th to the 20th. The 20th to the 27th has us much warmer than average, as well as the 27th to the 4th of May. Looking around average for the 4th to 11th of May. Again, 11th of May to the 18th, we're looking around average, as well as the 18th to the 25th of May. Yeah, let's get myself back on here. Just have a look at the see what else has come in. Looking at the poll. Let's have a look at the poll at the moment. As I was just testing this out. Currently, the 6th review, it's far at an 83% for winter weather and 70% for the summer weather. You all who know that one is. Right, let's bring up the Storm Prediction Center from the US because things are starting to really ramp up. Just refresh that. Fine. Oh no, what's happened now? Oh, sorry, I thought I've lost everything then. So let's get me off there. So I may have another tab open somewhere. I don't know why it's done that for. There we go. How do I vote in the poll? I have absolutely no idea how it comes up. Do you click onto it on your screen? Sorry, and oh, is that what you do? Is it? Type 1 or 2 in the chat. It's all right. StreamYard had an update since last week, and it's just come up with this new thing where I can add polls to live. So I thought I'll just give it a trial. So let me test that out, actually. So what if they let me do it as well? Oh, so I was just testing these out. Oh, so it's let me do it as well. So more sensible weather because of the thunderstorms. So that's 5 for winter, 3 for summer. We're currently sitting at 63 to 38%. Yeah. I'll keep that going for the rest of the live, to be honest. But when these new features come up, you just got to give them a try and see how they do. As I said, we can perhaps use these for future lives on storm chasing days. Right, let's get back over to the Storm Prediction Centre. So today, we've got a slight risk there for Texas, which affects 6.2 million people. So the large populations of San Antonio, Texas, Austin, Laredo, Waco, and Killeen. And in the marginal, there's actually 3 areas of marginal, which is affecting about 25.6 million people. So the likes of Houston, Texas, Dallas, Fort Worth, Oklahoma City, and Tulsa, Oklahoma. So we've got 3 areas of marginal across the US, right up to the border of Canada as well. So let's just read the summary. So there's a slight risk of severe thunderstorms across portions of the southwest and central Texas. The summary: isolated to scattered severe thunderstorms are possible today into the evening, mainly across parts of Texas and perhaps other nearby parts of the southern plains. More isolated severe storms may occur across portions of the upper Great Lakes and the northern Rockies. So that's today's risk, but things are looking more interesting as we go to tomorrow. So let's take a look at that. So as we go into Monday, there is now, been updated recently, an enhanced risk affecting just under 5 million people. So the likes of Minneapolis, St. Paul, Bloomington, Plymouth, and Brooklyn Park are all in this enhanced risk. And surrounding that, we've got the slight risk affecting just over 6 million people, like Milwaukee, Madison, Green Bay, Rochester, and Racine, Wisconsin. And in the marginal, which we've got surrounding that area and that extension from Texas, that includes just under 26 million people. So it includes Chicago, Detroit, Oklahoma City, Tulsa, and the Great Rapids. So the summary of that: there's an enhanced risk of severe thunderstorms across portions of central and eastern Minnesota into western and central Wisconsin. So severe thunderstorms are likely to cross the upper Mississippi Valley and Great Lakes region with potential for large to very large hail, damaging winds, and tornadoes. A more conditional and isolated risk for severe thunderstorms is possible across portions of the southern plains on Monday. So let's have a look at the hail risk for this one. So I think it's going to be more of a hail maker. So there is a 30% chance of hail in that red zone, probability of 1 inch down to hail or larger within 25 miles of a point. And you've obviously got your 15% and 5% surrounding those areas. And there's a 5% stretch up from Texas into, I'm not sure if that's Oklahoma, but I don't really know my states too much, if I'm perfectly honest with you. The wind threat is a 15% chance of damaging thunderstorm winds of more than 50 knots. I don't know what that is in miles per hour, if I'm honest. And tornado risk, there is a 5% risk, again, up towards northern plains, of a tornado within 25 miles of a point. And that risk there up from Texas as well. So things are ramping up in the next few days, but that's not all. Going into Tuesday, wow, that's been updated since last time I checked this. We currently have 21 million people in the marginal risk, which extends from Texas up towards the Great Lakes. And inside that, we've got over 37 million people affected by the slight. So that includes the likes of Chicago, Detroit, Milwaukee, Oklahoma City, and Kansas City. So we're talking really like a big weather outbreak here on Tuesday, especially. This could get updated to enhanced or perhaps moderate in the next day or two. Maybe tomorrow, because for Monday, the enhanced risk was updated during probably the last few hours or so, because when I looked at it yesterday, that was only showing it slight. So the summary at the moment is there's a slight risk of severe thunderstorms from portions of the southern plains to the Great Lakes. Isolated to scattered severe thunderstorms are expected on Tuesday and Tuesday night from the southern plains in the Great Lakes. And again, there could be a risk of tornadoes with this. And it's not showing me if there's tornado risk with this until tomorrow. But if it's already showing enhanced for 3 days' time, and we think we're talking something quite serious happening for Tuesday. So something to keep an eye on. For days 4 onwards, because there's still more to come after Tuesday. There's already a 15% chance risk there for day 4. Let's go back. So for day 4, for Wednesday, there's already a 15% chance of severe weather happening in very similar areas. Day 5, not expecting anything at the moment. But there's already a day 6 in very similar areas again. And day 7, there's nothing for day 7 and 8 at this stage. So today, tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday at the moment are at risk of some severe weather. So things are really ramping up in the US for severe weather. And no doubt the likes of Raniel and other people that show live severe weather will be on our YouTube channels in the coming days. That's something I'll be keeping an eye out on. If you'd done a full point option, I would have gone all 3 autumn. And actually, can you actually vote? Can you actually vote multiple times? Do you want someone tried that's already voted? Try vote again, see if it will come up or not. Hmm. No, nothing's changed. So obviously, I thought it might be like some kind of glitch where you can actually vote multiple times. Also, once you've actually signed in to a certain one, you can't change your mind, anything like that. It's giving me option to do the poll, so let's give this a test. And if you can have multiple ones at the same time, so I'm just give this a trial. Be interesting to see if you can have multiple one at the same time. You have multiple ones. Let's try that. You can only have one active port at a time. So that'd be interesting for the maybe for the quizzes in the future. So I could set all them up. An interactive quiz one day, maybe we could do. But I don't know what's the maximum I can put on there. So yeah. So let's stop that poll there, see what happens. So it's got frozen on there. So I can now hide that on there. I can also reset it if I wanted to, but I would never do that anyway. Yeah, interesting. So, because if I start another one, go on, let's put that in there for another couple of minutes, another few minutes, see what you come up with. Start winding down just a moment. We've done winter and summer. Let's try spring and autumn then. Let's have a quick 2 or 3 minute pause on that. Do you know what? I still cannot get into my videos on here. There's a segment where the background music and everything else on the videos, and I just can't scroll down to find them. Oh, we're currently sitting quite close on this one. So 7 voters so far. We've got 3 for spring and 4 for autumn. Shall I move it there? I'll move it there. I think the pause might be better at the top there. So if I put comments on there, so yeah, that's okay. Interesting. So we can always do polls on the top right, and sometimes we can put the comments down the bottom right. YouTube decided to went down. Bloody YouTube, eh? Oh, is that flicked up there? So I'm going to start winding down now. If you haven't done so already, please check out our friends at Gav's Weather Vids and Send It Weather as well. Not sure why I voted one. I voted as an autumn and winter type of guy. Not sure why I voted as I need to get my eyes tested. Too much chocolate. About that. Was it about 6 years ago? We kind of won about 52 Easter eggs, and a couple of weeks ago we've won about 27 in the kind of special raffle. So I've got about 27 Easter eggs to eat. Well, not me, because I'm a part of one. I mean, 27 Easter eggs to share between us two. So I'll have 20, she'll have 7 then. Right, let's see all the chocolate. Okay. Let's go and find it. So when was it? A couple of weeks ago. Let me find the image. So there's all the Easter eggs from a few weeks ago. Somewhere I've got an image of one of all the other Easter eggs. Let me find that image. So this was 4 years ago. I will find. So that was the same staircase. 4 years ago, we won all them. Rephrase that. My partner won all them. So that's it about me being the screen. If you look very closely and towards the top, you can see my other cat up there. So that was 4 years ago. As far as I've got diabetes, the amount of chocolate I eat. Imagine Stormy on that pile. Stormy's actually asleep. Yeah, so just literally towards the side on top of the cabinet. Mini eggs. Have you found that mini eggs have got so expensive recently? It's like you buy a pack which is probably about £2.50. It's probably about 12 in there. I can actually eat a whole pack of mini eggs to myself now. Without feeling guilty. Might never do on your own chocolate. Right. All chocolate's expensive now. Yeah, so some, especially like the clubs, have actually now not call it chocolate anymore. They've actually called chocolate flavour because of how much the price has gone up. £30 for a kilo bag on Amazon right now. Jeez. Oh, it's because the cocoa harvest was poor last year. Actually, I think I should grow my own cocoa plants and the chocolate I eat. I've got down on chocolate. Just remember, chocolate is for life, not just for Christmas or Easter. Oh, nice. 300-gram bag on Sainsbury's for £1.99 for reduced to clear. I just don't want to cut up mini eggs all year round, especially if you go into your independent sweet shops that do jars. I think they probably do all year. Right, let's end that poll. So it's interesting. So we finished on 57% autumn and 43% spring. So literally it was just one in it, to be honest. 4 people voted for autumn and 3 for spring. So at least we know we can add polls to live now. I can hide that. I can resume it if I wanted to. Let's have a look. Oh, so I can stop at any time and resume. Okay. Very interesting. Anyway, I'm digressing. Thank you so much for watching Weatherfans Live for this last Sunday for quite a while. We are back at our new day on a Saturday from next week going forward. Last few comments. Oh, did someone just say that special L word? We had a 1 kilo Lindt bunny selling for £75 at work. Lindt's very nice. Lovely chocolate. You couldn't eat too much, even for me. I do go into the Lindt shop if I'm passing nearby. I can't get past without going in there. And then they do it with cream eggs, but why not mini eggs? Funny you should actually mention cream eggs. I've actually got a whole box of cream eggs in the kitchen. Again, I think I did that last year as well. The reason why I like Christmas shopping after Christmas is the first sign of Easter eggs. I have known to eat a Cadbury's cream egg on Christmas Eve before. Thank you to our mods, Paul, James, and James, for giving on the proceedings. Thank you all for joining me on this Sunday night. I like cream eggs, but they get smaller. I'm not sure if they do, to be honest. No, because we all every year when they come out, we're getting older. Maybe think we're seeing things smaller. Behave yourself. I know what some of your minds have just done then. I think for a great stream, you may roll those credits. But the issue is, Steph, I can't actually scroll down to the video to play it. So I've got tabs on the side here, which is part of the StreamYard. So I can scroll down the other sections. But where I've got my media outlets for my videos and pictures and sounds, it's not letting me scroll up at all. I couldn't play the intro at the start. And I cannot. I wonder if I can click there and use the... No, I can't even use the directional buttons to scroll up or down. I cannot at all. Get to my video. So there will be no outro, I'm afraid, because there wasn't even an intro because of the slight techie issue. Again, thank you so much for watching. See you on Saturday from 8 p.m. Take care and try for now. Thank you.